I ain't saying I wouldn't.
All right, here we go. Breaking Vegas, episode 14. And for those of you who in the know and not know, we are looking at a name change. And we're just going to make it more user-friendly because guess what? At the end of basketball season, there ain't going to be too much sports for us to be conversating about. So we'll talk about something. So we're going to have some debates on the side to figure out how we're going to continue this momentum of this show, Breaking Vegas thus far. So today we come to you talking about Super Bowl 57. And man, it was a great game myself, if I must admit. I was able to watch the game from the city of Vegas. And at Top Golf, we got some good hors d'oeuvres and two bays and a bottle of what do we have? That's tequila. I can't even remember. But it was good times down there in Vegas. I got back yesterday. What did you think about the game, DT?
Man, I thought it was a good game. Tell the two halves for certain. But it was clean. We're going to talk about here a little bit later. But it was a clean game. I thought we saw kind of the best, really, of both teams. We saw some defensive plays. We saw offense make some plays. We saw some coaching, decisions. I mean, it was good, man, from stem to stern.
Yeah, Philadelphia came out swinging, baby. It came out like they was Rocky, But I guess Apollo Creed had their number. Go call Patty Apollo Creed at that little trial boxing match. But yeah, I liked how Philadelphia came out. They was going for it on 4. They stayed true to who they were. They didn't come in there not being who they were throughout the season because, I became a Jalen Hurts fan throughout the season. I had finally got me a Philadelphia hat. So, of course, that's who I was supporting. And, that's who I was supporting. But I bet on Kansas City for the Super Bowl. I bet Kansas City to cover and for the over. So, of course, I hit. And hip, hip, hooray. Who doesn't want to hit when you place a bet? But, yeah. Listen, good to see you again, Trees. But, yeah, it was a tale of two halves, and my reasoning for even though I liked everything Philadelphia brought to the table, it's like Patrick Mahomes is like the new Brady. Like you just can't really bet against him. And that was like once I knew that they were the underdogs, like I'm taking that bet. What did you see?
Mm-hmm. It was the same thing. This was what was so crazy. That line came out. And it was Philly -2. So, bam, I laid money off the muscle. Because to me, Philly's the better football team. But then, as I had 2 weeks to think about this thing. So, a few days later, I went and I placed another bet for the Kansas City just to cancel out the Philly bet. I was like, I don't know what I want to go do. So, let me go and place this other one to cancel it out while I make up my mind. But really, as the week kind of wore on, man, all I kept hearing was how good Philadelphia was. And I just didn't think, especially based on watching the AFC Championship game, I just felt like whoever they are, Patrick Mahomes was going to have a chance to win that game.
Yeah, and that's how I came down to it. Like, whoever Philadelphia played, when they played the Giants, I was like, okay, I expected the Giants to play a little bit better, but Philadelphia came out and they was for real. But then they played the 49ers. Well, Purdy played defense. So that ain't got nothing to do with Philadelphia Philadelphia's a good defense, And
right.
So like with the Niners defense. So, I was just like, I feel like whoever they played against, Patrick Mahomes was way better. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what defenses they played, they haven't played Pat Mahomes. And, stats matter. That's an average. That don't just mean that you're going to always, play to that caliber. And, no, there's no way. And, me and you debate about Dak a lot. And, one of the things to me is when you in the rest, when things ain't going your way, can that quarterback still find a way? Well, that's exactly what Patty Mahomes going to do. He's going to always have a way. He's going to do something you ain't never seen before. He's going to be must-see TV. So, yeah, he the new Brady. You can't bet against him. I wish I'd have bet more than I did on the game.
Yeah, because I took him straight up money line. I was getting plus plus on the money line. So I just took him on the money line. I was like, what? Because I just felt, it's easy to say now, but I truly felt like, Patrick Mahomes is he's not going to lose it. It's not him and Kelsey and Andy Reid. They're not losing, not this game. They may lose some. Yeah. They finna win this one. So, all right. And that's how it worked out.
They playing Cincinnati, right? And I think Kelsey had a corner route, and the DB covered it good, and he broke it off. But when he broke it off, and like I'm telling you, man, these quarterbacks and receivers, when they done played for so long, they know how each other are going to adjust to certain things. Like, if this ain't here, this is what we're going to do. And they adjusted like when a split second of them knowing that they had taken away that corner route to the back of that end zone, hooked up, got that touchdown. And, man, those are little things, but those are major, you know what I'm saying, because they are the only ones that know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the coach didn't know that they finna do that. Coaches know the play wasn't there, but they knew they both going to keep it alive, and they executed. And that's why I just have to believe in Patty Mahomes in those situations. Next, I got I ain't gonna say a text. I saw a Facebook post about the penalties in the Super Bowl. And I don't know if we talked, but it was only 10 calls. 10 penalties the whole game. 2 in the second half. 2 in the second half. 1 penalty in the third, and then the very last penalty with the flag on the holding. And then that kind of broke my heart. I mean, I'm glad I won my bet, but that kind of broke my heart that's how the game ended, because I know he touched him, but that didn't. The ball was overthrown. It was uncatchable to me. I don't think that Juju, even if he didn't touch him, grab him, and anything, Juju would have got to that ball. And for it to end like that, I kind of feel like it was a little bit of conspiracy that they kind of wanted Kansas City to win no matter what after that.
I mean, you're right, man. That call essentially sealed the game because I'm going to be honest. I think if, let's say, they kick a field goal like they do with a minute and some change, Hurts is finna go draw that ball the other way. But at the end of the day, they were going to make – I mean, he's just a gamer. But at the end of the day, even if, let's say they didn't make that call, Philly got the ball, they were going to make a call. A call was going to be made for Patty Mahomes to win that game. It was what it was. I'm not even really mad at it because, listen, it's entertainment through competition. And so it's no different it's not exactly like wrestling, but it's wrestling. It has to be entertaining on some level. And so, they got their favorites. Pat Mahomes is a $500 million guy. So he's in that club. He's in the club. So they're going to, take care of him. Jalen Hurts is not in that club.
Hey, so out of the 10 penalties, Kansas City got 4 called on them. All in the first half. They didn't get a call on them in the second half at all.
Yeah, they had that ridiculous offsides, I know, on third down in that game, like on the 5.
So yeah, that just made me lead to conspiracies. Like we were saying, they already had an idea or knew who they wanted to win. So how do the NFL explain, as we talked about earlier, the Saints-Rams game with the blown call, the PI call? Well, Drew Brees didn't get his other attempt at the Super Bowl. Like, people give their all. People dream of every day since they were young, especially if you're still in NFL. I know they still dream about winning Super Bowls, going to that parade. Like, that's because they're playing a kid's game, so they don't ever have to not live their dreams. And I want to say, a dude told me, I heard a famous dude, he told me, he said, why do kids believe in athletes? Because they get to live their dreams. You know what I'm saying? They get to live their dreams. That's cool. And that's why you listen to them, because that's what they're dreaming about at that time. So, yeah, I just can't believe it ended like that, man.
It did. I mean, at the same time, though, Philly did things to, hurt themselves. I mean, I don't know how many times they were up against it, up against the play clock. One time he took the penalty. In the second half, he decided to burn that time out. Man, they came back to bite you when they made a ridiculous call. Now you can only stop that clock 2 times now, as opposed to 3. So that was a self-inflicted wound. Obviously, Jalen Hurts fumbled, scoop and score.
That was. I mean, I don't want to say that was the game because they had a whole second half, but you gave them 3 points.
Numerically, yeah, that's the numerical difference for certain. So Philly didn't necessarily play perfect, and then again, you're playing Pat Mahomes, and you're not gonna play perfect against Pat. Hey, you're putting yourself in a tough spot there,
especially when you're giving them, you spotting them a couple of points. So yeah,
dude, they were about to go up by either 10 or 14, if I'm not mistaken, when that happened.
Yeah, I don't think they wasn't across the field, the 50 though. Where I think it wasn't that far, that far of a run back, a scoop and score.
See, they had scored in the first half. They scored on every single drive. So
no, I'm saying the scoop and score. Well, I understand. They had the momentum, but there wasn't no guarantee they would score that drive.
And they only had the ball 3 times in the second half.
Who Philly?
Philly had 3 possessions,
and Pat and Casey had 4.
touchdown.
I'm going to say this.
Field goal.
Do you think Kansas City is a dynasty? Do they have to win more Super Bowls because they've been to 5 straight AFC Championship games? Played in 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, AFC dynasty. I wouldn't say the Chiefs are a dynasty. They get one more, then you got to throw them in. I wouldn't say that right now, no.
Man. Okay. So you got to win it to be a dynasty then. At least 2 in a row. Because that's what they were saying on Around the Horn.
I would take 3 and 5. I mean, if you did it every other year or something like that, I would take.
So they would gotta go. They would gotta go again this year and then win 3 within 5 years, or would that be possible?
That's fair. I mean, 3 and 6. I mean, that's still half.
You
get them at a halftime span.
They've been to 3 Super Bowls. They lost 1. That's when the 2 linemen were hurt, and Patty Mahomes set the record for all the scrambling yards before throwing the ball.
Man. Hey man, what you call it, boy? Listen, Tom Bowles and that Tampa Bay defense was nothing nice that year.
Yeah. But I want to call them.
You feel like they are?
They play. They're like, you don't want to see them. They don't want to see them. The only team in the AFC that can feel like, you know what, I ain't scared. It's Cincinnati, and it's not like they were gonna beat them forever. It's like, come on now, you're not gonna just own these people. Like, get for real.
Yeah.
But like that's the only team. Like, I did not believe in Buffalo this year. It's on the show. Like Josh Allen had got the big head all the way to training camp when he had to fight with the lineman for touching him. Like, come on, dude. Like, you run the ball.
Right.
So that just rubbed me the wrong way when he was acting like that. But
I'm not ready to call them that. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not necessarily ready to crown them just yet.
Okay, I understand. That's why I asked, because like, I don't think when he won the MVP this year with Tyreek gone, everybody expected him to take a step back. All right. So they found a little running back later on in the season. Hilaire, he wasn't even viable. Juju wasn't even, he not even like he was at the Steelers. Not tick-tocking up like they still found a way. They being creative, making plays, doing duck goose in the huddle. It's just like how creative, how fun is that environment, because that don't feel like work. When you're winning and the stuff that you're doing, like, you want more of that. You're willing to sacrifice for that. So if it's not a dynasty, it's gonna be a dynasty. So that's why I'm at.
It should be. I mean, it should be. I think I'm right there with you with it's Burrow and it's Patty, man. Those are the 2 most lethal quarterbacks. They have weapons, they have coaching. The defense just needs to be sound, man. You don't need, you don't necessarily need just all-stars on defense, man. You just need people fitting up where they need to fit and making tackles. When you have those kind of quarterbacks, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, man. They're gonna keep every player alive. They're gonna have everybody. They're gonna stretch and test every inch of the field. Every inch of the field is an option.
Man, so that's Kansas
hard on when they got to cover
Kansas City's red zone. I don't know how any OC is not there with a pen and pad, because they red zone creativity, man. How they use the defense. They just do a great job of using the defensive rules against them. That's why people would just be butt naked.
Oh my God, I love it too, man. And I'll be talking about Lincoln Riley, like, oh my God, Andy Reid, man, he just be scheming stuff. And when he did the motion and came back, like Alabama did that in the championship game. How the pros gonna do it too? Like the little fake, like that's
right.
crazy. Like,
man, trust me, it's like we be yelling at these kids. You know, I'm a coach. I still coach. We yell at these kids, and I swear, I yell at the kids on Friday night. I watch somebody do the same thing on Saturday, and I be darned on Sunday. There goes somebody else who's looking at the quarterback, not reading his keys.
Yep,
and be like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna yell at y'all because I'm passionate about it. But listen, you play enough snaps, you play enough snaps, man, you're gonna get beat.
But that's your expectation. They came to expect, you know what I'm saying, to not cover something and just it'd be cool. No, that's not why you play. You mad at yourself,
exactly.
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Great season. Great season. I love the game. I love everything about it. I became a Philly fan throughout the season. It's gonna be real interesting next year because the new younger quarterbacks have arrived. You know, Trevor Lawrence in the playoff game. We're going to see what Justin Herbert can do next year with Kellen Moore. A lot of people don't believe in him and Kellen Moore with, the debacle what they had with Dak. But that's new, fresh blood out there. And Cali with Herbert, we're going to see if they can be viable because that boy has an arm. We got Aaron Rodgers probably on the move. We got Derek Carr on the move. We got Sean Payton in Denver with Russell Wilson. So it's already looking lively, and we 2 days removed from the Super Bowl. So that's why I'm a basketball fanatic, babe. I love it, and I'm gonna keep coming to you with what I think, with my little 2 cents, and my little friends that want to join me. And we appreciate you viewers out there, and feel free to comment more than my lovely Aunt Treese. All right, we're finna move on to basketball and talk about the number 1 draft pick. Let's see if I can say his name right. Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama. Yeah, Victor. We got teams tanking for that. And right now,
it's funny too.
That's what they're doing, And John Wall said it. Like, when you just gonna start all rookies, you know that they're gonna win games. All young talent. So the teams that's doing it, trading off older veterans, they're not trying to teach them, have them learn from veterans to be a better professional. They tanking, and it takes you to be older to really understand that all of this is a business, And you can be mad at me. I don't have any favorite teams. I support the Warriors, if anything, but I really like players over going supporting any team. So that's just who I am. And, maybe one day you'll understand why, but it's a business. Don't forget that part. But we have Houston. I just want to see which teams do we feel like would really benefit the most from getting this number 1 team and being a contender with them.
Man, I don't know, because to me, when you're talking about bigs, the big needs somebody to get them the ball, and these teams are so bad. Like, we're looking at the bottom of this bad boy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Detroit.
What team you got? Detroit?
Yes. Orlando, Indiana.
Spurs, Houston, Detroit, Charlotte, Orlando, Indiana. Like, all of those teams, could probably get them. But with that one piece, and I don't think he's going to be in the paint. I think he's going to be on the wing. I think he's going to be like a version of KD. That's what I think.
I don't think this guy's going to stay healthy.
You think he's gonna be like Chet Holmgren, the OKC pick from Gonzaga?
See, all them dudes, they get hurt. I learned a rough lesson with old man. What was his name? Greg Odom.
Oh, yeah.
Just them dudes are so big. That game is so fast. They're playing every 3 nights for 6 months. A lot of times, it's a miracle when them dudes do last. Like somebody like Dirk, who's not fast twitch, they can play for 20 years. But when you built on that fast twitch, run, jump, gun, as far as athletic as that guy is, I just don't know how he lasts. I don't know if he can get up that. What that dude, 7'4"?
Yeah, he's 7'4".
He trying to gallop up and down every night.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they not like he's gonna get bullied down low. he ain't got no grown man weight on him. He's still developing. But
I'm just saying, even at the wing.
you still have a better chance out there.
I mean, I don't know who could fit with him. I mean, I really like some of the pieces Detroit has. I really like their draft last year, and I can't name these guys off the top.
They got rid of Bay though. They drafted
Sadiq Bey.
Yeah, they
is that where Jerry Cunningham's in Detroit, right?
Yeah, Cunningham from what was that? OU, OK State. That's where he went.
Mm-hmm. The Arlington Bowie boy.
Yeah, they definitely got some pieces, but like, would you think that Popovich would know what to do with him?
Yeah,
and to me, that's the team. I don't want them to go to Houston to play with them little young cats. They got 2 young guards. They got the center that replaced Wood. I can't even think of his name right now.
Yeah, they high on him.
Yeah, the
young. Real high on him.
So I don't even know if he'll be a fit. I don't know if I want him with LaMelo Ball. I think I like Orlando. I like Orlando, man. They grimy. I think they're really gonna make somebody.
I like Orlando's team too. I like Orlando's team too.
They just young, but
they got too many. They got too many wins right now.
I really want to see him in the Spurs uniform, man, and then maybe we can have a chance to go see him myself. Let's be a little selfish, but
yeah, that's a pretty good look though. You got to know Pop knows what to do. With anybody,
and he worked with international players. Like if any team work with international players, it's the Spurs.
Yeah.
So, no coach is gonna be great without a great player, and I just feel like that combination to me, it has a lot more potential than him landing anywhere else, not being able to, harvest his skills, not asking too much out of him too soon, just knowing which buttons to push. I mean, it takes a lot to make a kid, really reach his potential. MJ had Kwame Brown. It could have been a totally different story if he, was a better, button pusher in that situation. But I'm interested to see how that all boils down. So
what do you think about that? I mean, you feel like he's the type of impact player that we can be seeing these films?
I don't know, because all we have is hearsay. I haven't seen him play. I just know, he came over here and played in a little exhibition game, and he shot a lot of shots, and it wasn't a lot of stuff down the low. But at the same time, I want to see him against our best competition. I want to see, how he fares against that on a consistent basis. And once I can see that, I feel like I can get a better feel for him, because he probably not gonna get the ball fed to him like he is on that team. Can you fit in? Can you adjust? Like, because Giannis didn't come out the gate just, balling. He didn't have those expectations, but that's the only person we can really compare him to. Giannis, KD, and I want to say more KD than Giannis, because Giannis don't just, do all the dribbling. But he's so damn long that he's a combo of both, I guess.
Yeah, it's impressive to watch how this dude gets down. It's some freaky stuff.
Yeah,
it's freaky stuff. So I guess I'm interested to see, where does he find his niche? I mean, yeah. I'm always a fan of them big old dudes, man. Go to the elbow.
Yeah.
Turn face and just shoot over people, or you got the one dribble. You know what I mean? You can 1 pound dribble, spin move. That elbow is where it's at.
Say, man, and I'm seeing Giannis really learn the game more too last night against Boston. I know they didn't have Jalen and Tatum there, but man, I seen Giannis get the ball on the baseline and spin move to under the goal, do some old, remember Chi-Town, doing some old Chi-Town type stuff, man, going up like, okay,
reverse layup king. He was gonna get that reverse layup, wasn't he?
I love
everybody know it's coming.
Hey, it can't stop it. But, seeing him really understand, okay, I got this, I'm finna go here, be quick, but not thinking about it, but just being, fluid with it. And it was just like, fuck, he finna step it up another notch. Because that's he don't have the basketball hours that our normal NBA, rookies didn't play. He's still wrapping them up, getting those hours on his belt. So who knows what limits he could really reach once he get the game all together. All right. NBA deadline, my boy. NBA deadline. Crazy.
It was wild. NBA is they do a good job of it.
Yes.
They do a good job of it.
And your boy, the GOAT, I mean LeBron James, how he makes so many moves, man. The Lakers made the most moves. Do you realize this?
Man, he's one of the better GMs of our time.
Come on, Clutch Sports, baby. Yes, they are. Yes, you know I'm on them. You know I'm on them. All right. So
they did get some good. They did get some good picks. I'm like
team.
you. Yeah, I'm like you because you know what I said at the beginning of the season. I'm like, man, it's gonna be a cold summer for them boys, man.
And I don't even know
they made some nice, just sound basketball players, man.
Man, this is a completely different team, man. They like this team. They got 5 players, man. They could really, they can go start at. I ain't gonna say go start, but they could be the Washington Wizards. Hell, D'Angelo Russell.
Yep.
Mo Bamba.
That was a surprise to me.
Oh, I mean, he knows what to do. Hakumara Ray, how you say his name?
Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, man, the black belt. That's what I'm gonna start calling him.
A good piece, man. That's a good, solid piece, boy.
Man. He's young. He's still growing into himself. Vanderbilt, that's low post present, rebounds. He's not even trying to be anything more than who he is. He's a great role player. And then Malik Beasley. Like, man, they got valuable, smart glue pieces.
They did, man. They did, man. They just got, D'Angelo Russell. That is a good piece for this squad, man. That is a very good piece, man. Because Anthony Davis needs someone to work with. Him and LeBron pick and roll is not what one would think it is. He needs a real point guard, so to speak, that can, I don't know, just do whatever real point guards do. D'Angelo Russell can do that.
Trees, what you talking about?
I don't think I don't, LeBron's is a little bit different when he's ball handling. I wouldn't call him a point guard. He's just kind of handling the ball, so to speak.
Hey, man, look here. LeBron got 3 plays. I'm going to drive. I'm going to push you in your chest. I'm going to lob it to you. I'm going to, peek, drive and shoot. That's it. Them 3 right there. But, yeah, man, I want to see how they play out because I'm finna look and see what their standing is right now.
Man, they way down there.
No, but that don't matter. They at 13th, right? So they are 14 games behind. So they're really 5 games out of 5th place. And 13th spot, 5 games.
But they 3 games out the play-in.
That's what I'm saying. So that's very viable. That's real women's basketball. Yes, St. Teresa. I'm gonna invite my girl Yo on here because the girls' basketball is about to start. College NBA basketball. I'm gonna invite on. We're gonna talk women's basketball. St. Teresa, it's in there. We're gonna invite you on too. Maybe.
I would love to talk some WNBA.
So yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta invite Yo on one day. That was what I was thinking about next. All right, and then the East, like the East is not as jam-packed as the West from top to bottom. But yeah, man, the Lakers, not just the Lakers. Yeah, that's it. The Spurs and the Rockets, they definitely in contention for the what you call and Hornets and Pistons.
Yeah, it's not a bunch. It's not a bunch of them because that 10 seed is real.
Yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, they definitely have a chance to make the playoffs now, and I'm just gonna say they should make the playoffs. It's plain and simple.
Yeah, I think they will. Now, who gets knocked out on that thing?
Well,
who's leaving? New Orleans. Zion ain't playing basketball.
No, he's not. But I still want to talk about the trade deadline, which my boy Kevin Durant, if he win the championship, he say gonna start brushing his hair.
KD.
But KD, DJ Warren, and one of the Morris twins, man. So they lost their bench. We know that. But are they so top heavy that it does not matter? Because like we just said, the Lakers got pieces. They got depth. Are these boys really ruined? No, and I'm not sure if they're gonna get Terrence Ross for Orlando. I think they might end up signing him. He's a good wing player. Wing 3.
Yeah, they got him listed on his roster on the roster right now.
Oh, okay, what he did, because I know it was out of them and the Mavericks, what I had read earlier.
Oh yeah. Now yeah, because the Mavericks they got one of the what's the little point guard for Indiana? One of them brothers.
Holiday.
Justin.
Yeah, they got the Holiday. So yeah, I did see that. So yeah, so they got him, and he's gonna be a valuable piece off the bench. And I like Monty Williams, man. I like Monty Williams. You already know I'm a CP3 fan, and Booker. We're gonna see if they can gel, man, because we were talking on the group chat about Brooklyn and how they were a mess. They never even showed anything. Well, they only played 16 games together. Him, Kyrie, and James Harden, man. Like
the whole scene was a mess, though. It was just never about basketball. It never ever was. It was just about basketball.
16 games, man.
Because it was never about basketball.
Well,
the whole thing was never going to work.
Empowerment. That's what player empowerment. Every
agree.
player is not gonna make they have to empower because they too emotional. They don't have no backbone nowadays, man. They don't, they make their decision and midway through it, I feel this way. I'm finna power so I can get my way. Like,
no. But it goes both ways. Just like these owners and GMs don't always make the best choice, the players ain't gonna always do what's best either. So everybody deserves the opportunity to be wrong.
When you teaming up to make a super team and it don't go, come on, I don't feel that way then. I'm like they teaming up. Like James Harden's like, I'm not even gonna play for Houston no more. Y'all can do whatever you want. I'm going to the baby cut. Like to quit on them, to demand another like that's too much, man. That's too much for me personally.
But, well, Brooklyn, to me, they were silly to begin with. To me, you already have a really good team. Now you're just adding KD and Kyrie to it, and let's ball out. But they came in and just wiped the floor clean, like they knew what they were doing. Get out of here, man.
They both want to have that LeBron pull, and they don't. They won't. I mean, that's just what it is. And LeBron got a lot more pull. LeBron want that bubble championship to be played out, and that's what happened. If it was LeBron didn't want it and KD and Kyrie wanted it to happen, guess what? They wouldn't have played it. So that's just how they are, and that's why they teamed up. We're gonna do this together. And
well, neither one of them played in the bubble.
I think they end up souring on each other. So that's another little drama. We're gonna see a little 30 for 30 Brooklyn one day.
That thing was never gonna work. I said it from the go.
All right. Well, I don't remember.
It had a chance, but when they came in there and they fired Kenny, I was like, what are they doing? That's the reason why you would go to this team, because this dude is coaching these guys up. That's why we want to go there. And I'm just going to be an addition to take them to that next level. They fired him, and they start shipping everybody out of there.
Yeah, Jared,
I was like, this thing ain't going nowhere.
That's the DeAndre Jordan. Like, he was so washed up. He was washed up the day he left. The day he didn't want to go to the Mavericks. That was the day he was washed up.
Man, DeAndre Jordan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin. Come on, what are y'all? Get out, man. Y'all not fooling me.
But
that's a mess.
I'm finna tell you where Brooklyn got screwed, though, to be honest, was when they let Giannis bring his big ass foot up under the goal and Kyrie landed on that damn thing and messed his ankle up. That's what messed Brooklyn up, and it was never the same. Because answer me this: if Giannis is defending somebody shooting a jump shot and his foot and they land on Giannis' foot, is that a foul?
Did Giannis' foot move out underneath the shooter?
Yes. His foot moves underneath the shooter. Is that a foul?
Oh, well, you know what this sounds like, Z?
I'm listening.
They wanted Giannis to win. Then Giannis was Pat Mahomes in this instance.
Technology to go and show this play. Giannis was defending a three-pointer, a person on three-point line. Giannis ran under the goal. Kyrie's doing a layup, and he lands on Giannis' foot.
I mean, you can definitely search it. You see that present button down there?
How is that not a call?
Oop. And it'll show what your screen show.
Let me see if I can look that up. Well, I'll say that for next show. I ain't going nowhere, and I ain't gonna forget about it. We can come back to that one, baby, because that's and Trees, man. And KD almost beat him by himself, but his toe was on the line. That's another story. You know, they not gonna recognize it, but I did.
I recognized it. I recognized it.
Of what could have really went down.
It went to overtime, Z. That wasn't the game. He didn't lose the game.
Yeah, that was the game. That was the game because he didn't have nobody else. He didn't have no more help. He
had 5 more minutes.
He was already outnumbered. He's already outnumbered. It was the straw that broke his back. You know, that's the thing. It was called overtime. The straw that broke his back.
So what you're telling me is, so he wins that, and they're going to continue to advance. Is that what
they would have advanced past that round? That's what they would have done.
With everything on his back, it sounds like he need to go ahead and sit on down.
Look it up now. To be continued, man. All right. So we have Kyrie going to the Mavs, and I know that you are happy about this trade.
I like the look. I like it. I liked it. I like the look. I like the look.
So did y'all lose a bench with Andy Smith? Y'all got enough bench?
Plenty. That was the thing. Mavericks were already deep. And for me, if I didn't want them to make a move because I was kind of concerned with them letting go some of the younger pieces. We kept our younger pieces. I'm in there. Josh Green, bam. Jaden Hardy, bam. I love it. And we got rid of Finney Smith. That's homegrown talent. I'm not mad at taking a guy. I think Finney Smith was undrafted. Developed. Got him to a mid-level max contract and then traded him for Kyrie. That's just good franchising. I've grown my own to acquire a superstar, even if it is for a short-term thing. If it hits it, that thing gonna hit. But that's why you grow your own. And, Spencer Dinwiddie, he was a hired gun. I love what he did for the Mavs, but he understands the situation. He ain't stupid.
I mean, I don't really think he felt comfortable in his role. I think some days he was hot, some days he wasn't. And I think it's a better fit for him in Brooklyn. He feels a little bit more at home there.
Probably.
We always talk about the other ball handler and how when the Mavs, that was last year when Brunson and Luka, they finally found their pairing. It just worked a little bit better last year, and I just felt like that took a little while for them to find that cohesiveness of when to play off of each other, and losing that, gaining Kyrie, I feel like that's the best option that they could have had to replace Brunson. That's a better version of Brunson because Brunson doing his thing in New York.
Yeah, I mean, I love the revisionist history with Brunson, but Brunson just wasn't balling out like that his entire time with the Mavericks.
That's what I'm saying. Like last year was the year that it finally kind of all came together.
Yeah, kind of. Brunson wasn't even a starter until the playoffs, and that was when Luka was hurt. But he started balling so hard in the playoffs that you couldn't take him out of the starting lineup. Brunson wasn't even a starter. He didn't start the entire last season. He came off the bench the whole season, unless Luka or something didn't play. But he was a sixth man, if you will. Nice. So, and I love what he did, and he definitely showed the value in having, that opposite ball handler, somebody that can handle the ball and go get some buckets. And that's what he showed. But he wasn't that the entire time. I don't like the rhetoric that he just came here again.
To me, he was always the number two, and that's what I'm saying. He was the number two guy, even though he wasn't starting. He was the second option of scoring. Was he not?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Eventually, but not really because it was Porzingis.
Dominate that thing.
It was Porzingis that was the number two. We know that didn't work out, but then they traded Porzingis, and then Spencer Dinwiddie was the number two. You know what I'm saying? It was never Brunson. Now, did he come and assume the role? Yes, he did. I mean, yes. He eventually took it. It just to me, when I hear the talk, they just act like Brunson was just that guy the whole time he was here. That's not the case. Not the case.
Well, it wasn't KP.
It's not the case. But, and really, that probably had a lot more to do with Jason Kidd because Rick Carlisle, he wasn't doing that when Carlisle was here. No. So,
I can't put them together. All right. So the Mavs, they are in the what seed right now?
Should be the 6th? Yeah.
In the 6th seed right now.
I'm telling you right now, the Mavericks are going to get that 3 seed, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, they're in the 3-6 seed right now. Everything's wide open. I think Denver is going to hold on to their number 1 spot.
Denver's going to take number 1.
And everything else is pretty much open. I'm interested to see what the Warriors can even hold on to. You know, them getting rid of Wiseman. And I was reading somewhere Klay Thompson's like, man, he feel like that dude is going to be a great NBA player. So I'm interested to see if he can get some action toward the end of the season to see him look like a number 2 pick because, you know, I talk to my boy Rod all the time. Like, Rod, he just don't make me think number 2 pick when I see him out there. It's just like he be trying to prove something that he really can't, he's not capable of yet. And so maybe they see something in practice that, we haven't seen yet in the game. And with the touches, in Detroit, maybe he can polish his game.
It's the system with Wiseman because when you look at him, when I watch him play, I don't necessarily watch the Warriors, but it is like, man, this dude, he got something, a bunch of something, but I don't know if the Warriors system is for him.
Conducive for him.
You know, I'm not finna act like I know what to put him in. I don't know, but I don't think it's what the Warriors do.
Yeah, well, their bigs are a lot of screen, ball, rebound. You know, they're traditional role players.
Yeah, they do grunt. Yeah, their bigs are doing grunt work, and you know,
he want to be some Draymond almost.
The only way that he could be helpful in that offense is if he could be a guy that could, like in a triangle type of offense, where he could catch it on the block and then run actions off of him. And apparently, he can't do that because that's the only other way I can see him working in that offense. So, hey, who did they get for Wiseman?
Gary Payton Jr.
Oh, they got Buddy back, huh?
Yeah, he hurt, so they are because they was gonna block the trade, so they waiting a couple months. I guess he's gonna be ready by the playoffs. Just some familiar.
So Wiseman didn't get traded.
Yeah, I said they were gonna block it, but they went on and accepted it because he was still hurt.
Oh, so okay. I'm all caught up now.
He's still gonna be out a little longer.
I'm all caught up. Okay.
All right.
We know when Steph gets back, man, ain't no telling what that team can do. So.
Oh my God, man! Like I was watching Poole the other night, man. Jordan Poole is nasty, man. That dude there. Like I didn't see this coming with him coming out of Michigan, but I like Jordan Poole, man. And I like I said, as a Warriors fan, I hated everything about him and Draymond at the beginning of the season. I was like, man, like this is gonna follow them all throughout the season. Like it's gonna mess up their chemistry. You know, they being real professionals about it. And I really feel like they kind of messed with them at the beginning of the season. And now they really kind of finding their groove, getting the ball kind of bouncing away because they keep hitting this injury bug. It's just always something that's coming up where they can't get any little momentum that they had. They can't keep it going. So,
they might well get used to it because that's the life of Golden State.
Hey, because LeBron ain't played since he's did the scoring champ. So, yeah, it might be catching up with us.
It's always going to be one of them. So, but the Warriors, they've done a good job of, kind of replacing, reloading, restocking.
No, you can't replace them two. Them Splash Brothers, they are irreplaceable.
Oh, I'm talking about the people around them.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. No, you can't.
All right. So then we have the Boston Celtics, the Clippers, and the Knicks. Boston added the big from OKC, Mike Muscala. Potato.
Muscala.
Okay. Yeah, and he seemed to be doing a good fit for him because they like their bigs to do a lot of grunt work too, and he's a stretch big. I'm thinking he can knock down threes.
He can shoot it a little bit out there.
He can do it.
He can shoot a little bit, man.
I think that's going to be a much needed presence for them in the playoffs, and maybe he can take some minutes on Giannis too.
He's athletic, man. Like the one thing with OKC, I know they're not a good team, but every person on that squad is an athlete.
I like
everybody on that team is an athlete. So that Muscala, I like that idea you got. Just to go out there and can you get Giannis for 5-6 minutes, and if it's longer, if you just don't foul out.
Yeah, because
I think that's a good look.
Because they're gonna put Williams on him. Williams definitely gonna be on him. They just got another body, so they needed that depth. All right,
that was all for Giannis.
And so we got the Clippers. They getting Bones Highland. We like him. And what up, Moses? And Eric Gordon, man. I like Eric Gordon. He's a professional, man.
Eric Gordon is finally. I'm not up to date on all the trades, but Eric Gordon finally out of Houston.
Yeah, he back in LA. He back in who drafted him.
He is back, ain't he?
Yeah.
So, man, it's been a minute. I was playing the video game back when he was with the Clippers.
And we both already talked earlier in the year about Bones Highland. And you would not believe who Bones Highland said he used to go home and watch every day after he ate, his little snack after school. It's not an NBA player. It's an N1 player. So I just gave it away.
Oh, household?
Yes, sir. That's who. I mean, he kind of built like him. He thin frame, just taller, but that's cool though. I do
like his game, man.
Yeah, he gave the
He still gotta learn how to do it in the NBA. But he can make some stuff shake, man. I like his game. So he's with the Clippers.
He got a good feel for the game. I like him. And
that what you said?
I didn't hear
he's with the Clippers. He's with the Clippers.
Yeah, he's with the Clippers now.
Him and Eric Gordon. Who does Denver have? Who did Denver get?
Let's see. Let me see
who wasn't on that squad. Because Denver,
they might got like 2 second-round picks or something like that, man.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I see Ish Smith and Peyton Watson. I don't know. Oh, they got no, he was on the team already. I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think they just got some draft picks, 2 second round.
The thing with Denver that I do like, I don't. They may win. I don't know. It could be Jokic's year. I gotta check that out when I'm making.
Man, I love Jokic, man. I love
him too.
Look here. That dude, he just played goofy, man. Like, he ain't finna go out here and do nothing. He be stumbling, but he see the whole court. He can do it all. Like, you can't mess his timing up. Like, he's gonna play at his pace, man, and he gonna get them numbers. He gonna impact the game one way or another. There's not a way he's not gonna impact the game. I love
this could be the year. I mean, if Murray does what he's supposed to do, then Denver should. They should win the West. I feel like. I'm looking at their bench though, and before I even get to that, to me, the keeper for Denver is Aaron Gordon. Oh, he has stepped his game up the most, and I think that is why they're in first place because of his game.
Well, and how he's playing. Michael Porter too, though. Michael Porter finally stayed healthy too.
Is he? He healthy now? He was hurt earlier.
Well, he's been healthy, a lot more healthy than he came into the league. So, he's a stretch 3. Gordon is just, man, get him the ball down low where he ain't got to create for himself. Like let's just say a Sean Merriman with Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? A finisher. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You put him in a good position, you can count them 2 buckets right there.
And that's what to me, I think he's more of that guy that's giving that boost. Of course, Porter can hoop, but to me, Aaron Gordon is he's becoming a guy that, he's just that X factor. If he just comes with energy, like you said, that Sean Marion, that Matrix, that's a great comp because that's what I need. I need some tenacious defense. I need you to be springy, getting boards. Just be an athlete. So, I'm liking Denver, man. That West, man, ooh-wee.
Yeah, that West in about 420. Yeah, it's going down. All right, and then the last thing that I really cared to mention for the trade deadline was the Knicks and Josh Hart. That was for you, Mo, and your ass not here because Josh Hart is a good guy. I mean, he's professional. What, UConn guy, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Because he played with Jalen. He played with Brunson. So yeah, not UConn.
No, it's Villanova.
Yeah. They played. I knew it was Big East area, whatever that. So yeah, they were college teammates, and he's a pro's pro, man. He gonna go in there, he gonna do the dirty work. He ain't gonna complain. He's just gonna fit in and he's gonna make winning plays, man. I want to say, I go and support the kids at the school wherever I work at, and so I go see the girls play, and they're not good at all. But they had this one Hispanic girl, and she's not the best athlete on the team. She's not tall. She's not fast, but she make winning plays, man. It's like she just always know what to do in perfect situations. She keep dribbles alive. She make the right passes. She go and make steals. It's like, girl, I love your game. And she ain't even, a major player. Like, you just got to have those kind of players on there that just know what to do. that's not, you know, the MVP of the team or the best player. You need them glue guys. All
I
right.
agree. I'm not sure what all that does for, you know, New York in the long run, but
It made them better, man.
I think that's a
It made
good
them better.
piece. I think that's a good piece for him.
All right.
It's Tibbs. I mean, Tibbs only needs 7 players.
NFL quarterbacks. All right. And so the debate of all debates, we're going to end talking about Dakota Prescott and where he ranks among the NFL quarterbacks. We gotta rank him around and I want to hear y'all. Come on, Moses. I know you're a Dak fan. Yes, I do. I hope you're still here. All right. Who we going with the top QB in the NFL? And viewers, please give me your views. I want to hear what you got to say too. You watching the same sport I'm watching.
The top
best
QB
quarterback in the game.
Oh man, that's buddy that be taking jazz baths.
Hey, Patty.
Shoot, I'm gonna start taking me a jazz bath. I want a jazz bath.
Hey man,
I need somebody a little bit sexier playing the sax though. I don't need a guy with a mullet.
I can dig it. No, he might be homeboy with John Travolta with that one. All right, so we got Patty Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. I'm going Joey Buttons. You know what I mean?
No, you're gonna go Joe Cool.
Got to. I got to. I mean, it was past time this year because really Cincinnati should have beat them again in Arrowhead, in my opinion. But there was some favorable calls. They helped the Chiefs out, and it was what it was. That's when I knew that Patty was in for another.
Yes, hey, I am a Joe Burrow fan, and I was telling y'all I have no loyalty, and I'm trying to find me an NFL team that I'm gonna start.
You're supposed to be a Steelers fan. Why are you tripping?
Because you're still a fan. I gotta be different. I can't bandwagon. So
that's whack. That's not even a bandwagon. That's just picking a great franchise that takes care of his people.
I do. That's the franchise I respect of all NFL franchises.
There ain't no other franchise that does that.
It's not. It's not, man. You see Coach Tomlin back there? You
Get
see
your
my
black
guy.
and yellow.
You see my guy back there. Come on.
That's my doppelganger.
So, but yeah, it's out of pit. It's out of pit, but I just gonna take them off there. But we got Cincinnati in the same division, so I might not go there. Then we got
don't do it to yourself.
Philly in the same division, and my boy C. Ren, so I'm gonna figure it out before next season. Let's just say.
I thought you was a Rams fan.
I was a fan of Stafford going to the Rams. I felt like they could win a Super Bowl, and you just ran with that like you was Forrest Gump. But that's cool.
That's like cool. They win no Super Bowl.
Come on, dude. We got the receipts. See, Ren, holla at
There's definitely no receipt of you saying they don't win the Super Bowl. Come on.
We did. That's why you was like bet. I'm like, I'm not finna bet, but I definitely felt like they could win. That was the whole argument all of last season. All right, so Patty Mahomes, Joe Burrow.
That's where it gets interesting. This is where it gets interesting.
Like I can't get a list of the quarterbacks just from this season that I like.
You already know.
All right.
You should be saying Justin Herbert.
Oh, Justin Herbert. Well, hold on. I'm getting to my list.
That's what you should be saying.
All right. No, I'm not saying Justin Herbert. He ain't did nothing yet. I'll go Jalen Hurts. No, I don't want to go Jalen Hurts. I gotta put Aaron Rodgers right there, man. Even though they ain't play good, I gotta put Aaron Rodgers right there at 3, man. I mean, what he brings to the table when he ready to play, man, the boy can still quack that duck.
I mean, yes, if we just ranking quarterbacks, sure. I'll put him. Okay. I can go with 3, but if it's a list of who I want the quarterback in my squad, I don't want no parts of that guy.
That's the talent. I mean, you definitely had that option. All right, number 4. All right,
Josh Allen.
Nope, we could go Josh Allen because he at least, like I said, at least made it to an AFC Championship game. All right.
He be making plays though, man. It's no question. His teams have won some playoff games because of him. For certain.
Yeah. Hey, and if it wasn't for Patty Mahomes and Leslie Frazier calling a bad defense, they would have been in the Super Bowl. That's what happened.
Boy, Leslie Frazier over here just sipping green tea, man. Getting ready to watch the Mavs in Denver.
They had 13 seconds. You can't let them go.
Dude, the dude scored in like 4 seconds one time, didn't he? Like,
no, they completed their pass over the middle. Tyreek just beat everybody down that right sideline. Almost like Demaryius Thomas did on the Steelers with Tim Tebow.
Damn, you just cutting boys up tonight. With your damn screen mask.
But that's what happened, man. You know he did. That boy Tyreek chopped out on them boys.
He did. He chopped out on everybody, but I feel
yes, he does. But when 13 seconds left, that can't happen. Like Hail Mary, damn, he chopped out.
It did. I don't think it wasn't gonna matter, man. I seen he got behind even this year with Tua. It's like done. You're 18 yards off. He don't even double move. He just race right. Dude, you got 18-yard head start, and buddy still just race right by
you. Did you see the one game where he was just standing by the pile? They fumbled. He picked the pummel up. He's the farthest guy in front of the touchdown. Just ran. Like he playing rugby football. Like, oh my God.
That dude
he got the perfect nickname.
He's insanely fast. I'm really trying to think of an NFL person that's like he just looks. They don't look like grown men are out there with him. No, he got little boys around him.
Come on, man. This dude be chunking up the deuce on them.
So boys. He run what, a 4.1? You think he probably run a 4.3 in pads?
Man, but he was a track star too. Though he was at Florida first, right?
I think so.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. And this dude take pride in his legs being big, man. He's like, man, he takes pride.
He carries his pads. That's kind of rare for like true sprinter speed like he has. Most of them can't carry their pads well. All right. You like Josh at 4?
Yeah, we don't have any more AFC Super Bowl. Well, Jalen Hurts. Did Jalen Hurts make this leap to 5 now with the president that he did? Because he was in MVP contention this year.
Yeah, he's got to be top 5.
All right, let's put him at 5.
Let's be honestly speaking, man. I mean, I don't want to say honestly speaking, but we could argue that he outplayed Patty Mahomes in this past.
Oh, he did. Because he played the whole game.
Arguable.
He played the whole game. Patty played a half.
No, some of them third down tosses, man, throwing with touch, like that, and because when he came out, I wasn't very high on him, and in my opinion, for good reason. He didn't have a good platform, and his reads weren't right. But man, he fixed his reads first, in my opinion. When he started like the second half of one of the years, and then he came back.
Had to been last year, because this year he was always. He didn't fall to this year. So last year was his first year starting. This is his second year starting. He's going to start.
Okay, so at the end of his rookie year.
Yeah.
Last year he came in and his reads were really like, man. Oh no, I'm sorry. His throwing, like his touch, he was really throwing it with accuracy. I remember putting it in the chat, like, man, Hurts is, I like his feet work. I like his platform. I like what he's doing. He's just got to work on his reads. Like he was still late on some things. But this year, man, he put it together, man, and that dude looks good, dog.
Yeah, and that's a new coach, new offense. Like, good. Hey, man.
But they're player first, man. Did you hear that OC when he was like crying? That OC got the job in Indy, I think. And he named off every offensive starter and was like, man, I want to thank you guys. He balling. I'm talking about balling. It was like, I want to thank you guys because it's all about the players. It's all about y'all. And that's what we're going to do when I get to Indianapolis. It's going to be about the players. We're going to do things that they can do. So, and I don't understand. Remember, we were in high school. I'm finna get off track. We were in high school, man, and we transferred and we transitioned from, fullbacks and running backs. And they just stuck us in this cookie cutter system. We didn't have the personnel to run power out.
We didn't have a quarterback anyway to do no play.
We did. They ran them off. They ran Richie off.
Yeah, that. We could have done it.
But that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, good coaching is finna adapt to what you have, not what you want. a need. So
they still
I
got
think Philadelphia is going to be good for a minute, man. And they got a top 10 draft pick.
Dude, I got my Philly hat, but
so shout out to Hurts making it back around.
I don't think that. I think that I don't think y'all say Dak has that with Kellen Moore. I don't think as the OC, I don't feel like they ever really got a good read or good feel for each other for some reason. I don't think Dak could go out there. I don't think they saw the same things. Let's just say that. Because I just feel like when you have good games against mediocre teams, like you can look so good one week and the next week, they give you a different look or it goes off script. He's not the same QB. And that's just what really just kind of bothers me, that when things don't go according to plan, that Dak don't ever really make those plays. And to me, those are the only plays that matter to me are the ones that are off script. You can't let the defense win. But
I feel like Dak has it in him. But to me, okay, when we talk about making off script plays, look at who Hurts has. Look at the people he can go off script and help him make up. Man, come on, man. That play Devontae them make, man, getting up real fast and getting the ball snapped. And I understand you need a quarterback, but man, you know as well as I do, man, quarterback's got to make that receiver look good. I don't really care who the daggum quarterback is.
The receiver got to make the quarterback look good.
Well, yeah, that's what I said it wrong. That's what I mean. Kelsey's gonna make Pat Mahomes look good because Kelsey's like, look, he throw me the ball and I'm gonna catch it.
Noah Brown made Cooper Rush look good. Why the hell he can't make Dak look good?
Noah Brown.
Ain't that the third receiver for the Cowboys?
Exactly.
Yeah, and when Cooper Rush was in there, they look good together. So when Dak get in there, I expect him to look better. I mean, they just did, man. I mean, and Cooper just made the offense look decent. It looked better. It looked like they had more to prove. I don't know.
I don't like Dallas structurally from the top down. I mean, and people can try to wash that away. They can try to wash that away, but that counts. It matters, man. That stuff matters. Just like Howie Roseman in Philadelphia. It starts at the top, and the top has to recognize what you really have and be willing to do things to help the situation. It don't matter that Dak is getting paid a lot of money. Cowboys had the most cap room of any team in the league. And what did they do to help Dak in the passing game this year? They didn't go get anybody. They didn't go trade and do anything for him. Zeke is on his last freaking leg, and you still rolled his butt out every week. You didn't go get this guy some help, man. And to me, that's not just Dak. That's any and all quarterbacks. As good as Lamar Jackson is, he's only going to be so good because Baltimore's never going to give him receivers.
Marquise Brown showed did leave. Well, hey man, y'all got y'all a new OC. Mike McCarthy gonna call the plays.
They moved up. They moved somebody up. Brian Schottenheimer, I think. Marty Schottenheimer's son. He was the quarterback coach or somebody. They moved him up to OC, but McCarthy's calling the plays. And again, it's still ill-fitting parts.
You ain't got to tell me I don't believe I know that much.
I just think that I think Dak is one of those people that in the right situation, I think he's never going to be the guy that's like, oh, wow, he made all his money because of Dak. But I think Dak can be the dude that don't mess up. This year he was messing up. This was the first year he was messing up. But I think he can be a guy that don't mess up. I think he can. But I don't know, man. It was something funky going on in that thing, man. Something was stank.
All right. Let's get back to this regularly scheduled program. All right, so I'm gonna throw some names out there.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. Who's going with 6? Yeah,
Deshaun Watson right there. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence at 6.
God damn, Trevor Lawrence at 6.
I'll take Trevor Lawrence over them 3 you named.
Herbert, Lamar, and Deshaun.
We've seen him do more than all 3 of them all in his second year. Come on now.
You think so? I mean, you're over Herbert. Jackson won MVP, and you just said he ain't had no weapons. So if you're gonna say Dak ain't had no weapons, how you gonna not say Lamar ain't had no weapons?
Well, again, Lamar Jackson needs weapons. I mean,
he's the MVP.
He's a quarterback that needs that. That was 3 years ago, if not 4. That was a long time ago. He's done nothing since that. He's the same person that's winning a bunch of games and losing the playoffs. He's the same guy as Dak. They win a bunch of games and losing the playoffs.
With the MVP.
He won an MVP 4 years ago, Zach.
But Trevor Lawrence ain't got number 1 playoff win. What do you mean? He's better. He done better. Like they was the wild card.
Okay. What is Justin Herbert do?
He ain't got no wins.
And Deshaun Watson?
Shit, he made Houston viable when he was playing, but I still feel like
it was 3 years ago. I'm talking about the right now. You talking about a dude that didn't even play this year. You talking about a cat that had a minor breakthrough in Herbert in his 3rd or 4th year, and Deshaun Watson who just got back. I'm taking Trevor Lawrence based on this year's performance.
But his resume speaks for itself based off just this year alone. Like Deshaun Watson definitely had more seasons. You know how long he done been in the damn league.
Who you taking right there at 6?
I want to put Deshaun Watson there.
I like Deshaun Watson. I like Deshaun Watson.
He has that talent in him. Like
I know I ain't see it this year. And I know why I didn't. I just didn't. I did, but I didn't.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying. That's all. For the sake of this argument, based on what we saw this year, I'm gonna take old Trav, man. Oh, Sunshine. He had a good season, man.
I mean, Jared Goff had a good season.
Didn't he?
They should have made the playoffs. Say what?
Didn't he?
Yeah, like I'd rather put Jared Goff above Sunshine. Like Sunshine, he didn't do all that, did he?
Listen, I'm looking at Sunshine, man.
Yeah, man.
And, I mean, he up there in the mix, dog. Oh, man.
4, 2.
Man, I'm looking at 25 touchdowns, 8 picks, QB rating of 95, threw for 4 racks, completion percentage 66.
All right, we'll put Trevor there.
I mean,
we'll put Trevor there. I'm looking at.
I know what you're saying, Z. I hear what you're saying. I don't want you to think I don't. I hear what you're saying. But I'm this year. Give me Sonny.
You got him. He there. He at 6 out the Hurts.
And I'm not even mad at Lamar Jackson because you know what? Y'all not gonna run me my money. Yeah, my knee hurt. Good luck. Good luck with your playoff game, guys.
Man, I can't put
I'm finna put my shiesty on.
I'm putting Lamar Jackson at 7. We put Trevor Lawrence above him. Good Lord.
You know I never respected Lamar Jackson as the passer.
Well, guess what?
So
he led the league in passing 1 year, so I mean you don't have to.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Lamar Jackson has never led the league in passing. Cut it out.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
No, I guarantee you, Lamar Jackson has never led the league in passing. That is a guarantee. Never done it. That means that dude have to throw for like 5,000 yards, man. He ain't did that.
Oh, and touchdowns.
Okay, that's a little different. Yeah, when half of them running.
Passing.
I don't need my quarterback to be running back. I got a running back.
Yeah, in 19, he led the league with 36 touchdowns, sir. He led the league in 36 passing touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers led the next year in 48. Tom Brady led the next year in 43. And Patrick Mahomes led this year with 41.
Okay, you said passing yards. You said passing yards.
Passing TDs. I knew it was passing something, but it was passing TDs.
That's fair.
So, hey. So, yeah, I'm putting Lamar.
Man, that was what? That was his MVP year?
I think so. Let me see. Yeah. How long has Trevor Lawrence been in the league? 2 years?
This is second year.
This second 2 years. So after 2 years, you keep saying 2 years. After this season, I'm putting 2 years of play. We can't
based on this season. Lamar Jackson ain't got better. Man, please. That dude has not gotten better, man.
we definitely can't put Aaron Rodgers at 3 if it's just after the season. We putting in the
we
resume,
can.
what that quarterback, like Aaron Rodgers sucked this year.
No. Oh well. Sucks for him.
That's what I'm saying. But we still know, despite this year not being, his best year, we still know what kind of talent he brings to the table. That's why I'm saying, like, man, just put Trevor Lawrence up there, like, he got to be consistent. What if next year he don't have a good year? Like, it ain't just 1 year. It's only 1 year. And when you don't put so many years in the game, it just can't be based off 1 year. He got 2 years. Watson got 4 or 5 years. Like, he's been the reason his teams have been viable. Watson has put teams on his back. I can't say that about Trevor Lawrence. You can, because I feel like it's more Doug Peterson, Trevor Lawrence. Like, what quarterback what coach you putting with Deshaun Watson, bringing his talents out?
I'm saying based on the 2022 season.
Man, I'm talking about all they work together, man. Like, but okay, come on, we're gonna leave Trevor right there. I put.
I guess so.
Lamar
I'm putting
Jackson.
Deshaun Watson any day over Lamar Jackson.
Deshaun he can go next. D. Watson.
He definitely got to be in front of Herbert.
Okay, so who you got? 9. You say you want Herbert there? Because we got Herbert, Prescott, Cousins. What you call gone? Jared Goff, Kyler Murray. Do we still believe in Russell Wilson?
I mean, based on his career, we have to.
Okay.
But not after this ridiculous season he just had.
Exactly. Are we just completely scared of Russell now?
I am, man. That dude, he was not seeing the field this year.
So we don't think Sean Payton can help him out?
Yeah, he can. He can. I'm more concerned with Denver because from what I'm hearing, is this dude, like Russell Wilson, had like his own like office. Like he was, like he was a separate entity from the team, and that just doesn't bode well.
He thought he was Tom Brady. Like they saying, like he's not gonna have his camp and all the people in the locker room, the building.
Stuff like that. You're not gonna play well. You're you, homeboy. And let's be honest, Marshawn Lynch was the whole reason why you were in the Super Bowl. Now he did have some good seasons, as a quarterback, but in the Super Bowl, that was beast mode.
Well, beast mode was the identity. Beast mode was the identity, and because it was play action, it was all that stuff. Like you're not going to be who you are without that. And it was the Legion of Boom. So it was a good collaboration. Everything of all those involved.
Bootlegs and with that defense, he was just a part of it. He wasn't the key cog by any stretch.
Oh, well, so he was a dual threat. Like he could keep every player alive, and he would believe.
He played his part. Then he tried to become the whole damn thing, and we see what that looked like.
It's kind of like RG3. Like, here, man, you came here and you kicked ass that fair share. You opened eyes, and now he's like, oh, I want to be a pocket presence quarterback. I want to change who. Like, that ain't who you are. And
man, they messed that man knee up. Man, had that boy.
He shouldn't have played. Yeah, I definitely don't think he should have played. And I'm glad Lamar didn't play. But
I'm definitely glad he didn't play.
Yeah, do what suits you best, and I don't think that trying to not be. It would have came in time because but yeah, Shanahan definitely shouldn't have played that boy. He should be getting some kind of workers' compensation for the rest of his life.
Shit, he is. He getting that NFL pension. Trust me, I know it's sitting real nice too.
So we got Patty, Joe, Aaron, Josh, Jalen, Trevor, Lamar, Deshaun. And we're going Justin Herbert or Dak or Russell or Jared Goff.
It sounds to me Herbert, Dak.
When we need you. So we got Prescott rounding out the top 10. Oh my God. I don't know what this says about the NFL.
I be trying to tell y'all, man. It's 2 dudes. It's a gaggle of 3 or 4, and then really, man, it's the rest of what's left.
16, 17.
And these guys are decent quarterbacks.
All right. So you put Dak Prescott. So I mean, I want to put my boy Jared Goff. You could talk about
Goff.
You could talk about Sean McVay's wife all you want now, buddy. Girlfriend, all you want.
Goff had a hell of a year, man.
Oh yeah, I recognize. I wish they would have gotten to the playoffs, and I wish they wouldn't have gave Williams all the swift touchdowns, so my fantasy team would have had a better chance. So we got.
Damn it.
Tua. What Tua fall out? We got Tua. We got Murray. We got Geno Smith. We got Cousins.
Jeez. Murray,
Carr, Wilson. I guess we could put Russell Wilson at 12.
Yeah, let's go Russ. I think Cousins is better than Tua.
We got Stafford. All right,
Stafford,
so you like Cousins?
I think Stafford should be higher somewhere up in there.
We want to put him over Jared Goff, the person he got traded for.
Where does that put him at? 12?
They put him at 11. Yeah, that put
11?
Jared. That bumped Jared, Russell, and who the hell? I can't even know who the hell I was writing down. Oh, Cousins.
Cousins. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Stafford deserved that. He went and won him a Super Bowl, then got hurt.
Who's number 9?
Herbert.
Damn, I think Stafford's better than him. I mean, and I like Herbert. I need to see what that talent actually does.
Well, we're gonna see if Kellen Moore this year.
What is it?
I'm cool with Stafford being under Prescott because he didn't do nothing this year. He didn't do nothing at all. All right, so we got Stafford, Goff, Wilson, Cousins. So we got Carl Murray, Tua, Geno Smith, and Geno Smith. I think I can put Geno Smith there because he led his team to the playoffs his first year as a starter.
He did. Geno had a really good year, man. I'm not mad at Geno. How can you be?
Geno, you're gone now. What about Carr?
Yeah, Carr, Geno, Carr.
And then Tua, Daniel Jones.
Ooh, man, that's 1A and B, ain't it? Who would I want more? I think I would take Tua over Daniel Jones for something.
You do? I think I'll take Daniel Jones. We'll take Tua.
Yeah, you're right. Put Daniel Jones there because he can at least run. I don't know what the hell Tua's going to do.
Man, hey, man, I'm telling you, when we were talking about Jalen Hurts getting benched in the national championship game, how we wasn't really sure what kind of NFL quarterback he'd be. Man, when Tua threw that pass, man, I was like, that's going to be the best quarterback in Alabama history. Because for him to be there in that moment, like he didn't have no lot of reps, but this boy went in there and stole the show right then and there, and it was history. So I was just like, he's only going to get better into, the league, but, he still got time. He can prove us wrong, right, all whatever.
That dude got to stay healthy.
Yes, he does. He was a rag doll this year. But they let him, they wouldn't let them tackle Tom Brady like they let them tackle Tua.
That's fair.
Stop playing with me, man. They treat him like a little kid. Wham! Like, are you for real?
I can definitely agree with that.
Man, that was preposterous. But we got a lot of bad quarterbacks because it's 30-something teams. We're only on 18. We don't like what we got.
We need to stop at 20 because man, the quarterback is tough, man. Ain't 32 of them jokers running around.
Oh my God! So
just like head coaches, ain't no way it's 32 good head coaches.
So we hadn't even put Murray up there. I like Kyler Murray over 2 or 2, but we'll keep him at 19.
I want to see Kyler with a different OC. I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. And then we got the Garoppolos of the world, the Tannehills of the world, the Mac Jones of the world. Like, y'all don't
Garoppolo. It's like, people be shitting on Garoppolo, but all that dude do is put up W's.
Okay, we'll put Garoppolo at 20 then.
Yeah, let's let him round out the top 20. Jimmy G.
All right. We'll have to revisit this schedule once we go back this ranking, once we go to the season. All right. But yeah, man. I guess Dak is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
But see, that's the thing about him getting paid. So let's say it's time for Dak to get paid. And those top 3 people have already signed contracts. You know what I'm saying? So that just bumps him up. That don't mean that he's worth it or any of these dudes are worth it.
And Dak ain't
It's
making
just
nobody
it's
better.
just their time. That's
you
all
can't
it
make
is.
certain throws. I don't care. I don't care how they say this, how this supposed to be done. No. Dak don't deserve number 1 quarterback pay to me. He just don't.
He didn't get number 1.
What did he get then?
Shit, he got pay.
He got paid the
Quarterbacks.
highest for the quarterback at that time. He reset the market.
But you know what though? Truthfully, he actually did earn that money because he went out there and he put up the stats and did the things that he needed to do. Dallas messed up. They should have signed him when Philly signed Wentz. It would have been over, but it would have been less, and they could have got rid of him faster. Look at Philly now, Z. Look at Philly now. Winston been to 3 damn teams.
Hey, that's cool. Philly. That's why I say I like Philly, man. I just don't want to go against my boy Steve Ring. I respect Philly. I think I respect Philly after. I think I respect the Pennsylvania teams the most. Can I say that? I like the Pennsylvania teams the most because Lurie gave Andy Reid his opportunity, and he stayed there 14 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was another reason I like, man. Andy Reid took his bumps and bruises in Philly. He not finna lose to Philly in the Super Bowl with Patton. That's not finna happen. So Lurie's with him then. They come to the Wentz era with Doug Peterson as their coach, and I just let me know that Philadelphia knows who they're hiring, man. They're not just hiring, who people say this. They doing their due diligence because they got 2 good coaches and 2 good quarterbacks. Doug Peterson, I don't think he even wanted to coach, draft Jalen Hurts. He's like, nah, player, this is who we drafting. You can go on, do your thing. We're going to find somebody else. And he did. I respect that. I respect that. And they playing at the highest level. So, yeah, man, give me a reason to believe in you. I'm not just going to just trip for Dallas just because that's where I live. No, it's a choice. Because the Cowboys, everything and all we pay taxes on, and we building that stadium. We should have a decision too, then, Jerry, because your decision is not good. But
it's gotta be tough to be a Cowboy fan. I don't know how they do it.
You do. You know how they do it. You know how? The next year, this is the year. Ain't that right, hey, Teresa? You still here? But all right, that's our show.
I don't know. I would just see it like, yo, this dude is not really trying to win. Dude, you cut buddies, but you cut your quarterback's blanket. Like you just traded this dude for a 5th rounder.
Amari.
That's not smart.
Amari. Yeah. And
it wasn't to save money, because as soon as Amari got to Cleveland, he restructured his deal.
Look here.
I'm sure he would have rather did that in Dallas, not to move his whole daggone family to Cleveland.
Look here. He got rid of Jimmy Johnson. That's all enough reason to get off the bandwagon immediately. That's all I got to say.
I think that's what we call an ender.
There we go. So we appreciate your show. We got a little long-winded. Hopefully we have our 3rd wheel on here. That way we can have we can bounce our perspectives off 3 wheels instead of 2. Perfect harmony. But that's our show for today, episode 14. We will continue to try and have guests on occasions. I really enjoyed our session last week, and hopefully we can bring y'all more people with their little stints in the league and just give you some different perspective of our time there. We got the NBA in full effect now. College basketball is going to be of topic because we got March Madness coming up. So I got to start digging into my little college games more because my 2 parlays that I had in Vegas over the weekend, Grambling didn't help me out, and Texas didn't help me out either. What's up, Jay? Yeah, we're gonna have to have you on here, man. Talk to Karan. I want to get both of y'all on here together. But college basketball coming up next, and that's what got me into parlaying is college basketball. You told me already, man. All right. Love, peace, and hair grease, people. We see y'all next week.